Welcome back, folks, to our last game of the quarterfinals. So far, all three games were really exciting, and we hope that today's game will also be very tense and close. In today's game, you will see the ancient forces of the Necrons battling against the sorcerers of the Tzeentch Chaos Space Marines. Okay, guys, welcome back to the army presentation of the Necrons, the 1000 points. It's a rather limited army composition because there are not only 4 different troop types available at that time. The Necron Lord, the normal Necron Warriors, the Destroyers, which are Skimmers, and the Scarabs. My army is led by 2 Necron Lords. This is the army commander, my old 2nd edition Necron Lord, and the second Necron Lord is a 3rd edition model, but nevertheless it's a metal model, so I think it fits really nice to the Necrons. Furthermore, I have 3 quads of Necron Warriors. It's a 5-man squad, 3 Necrons and another squad composed of 3 Necrons. Furthermore, I have 4 Scarabs, which are hopefully would prove quite an annoyance to my opponent this time, because they are, as every Necron, forming the disruptor zone, which will be explained later in the battle by us. Last but not least, I have 3 Necron Destroyers, which are Skimmers and which have the only, let's call it heavy weapon. It's not so tough, but they are quite mobile, so let's see what they will achieve today. Okay, guys, that is the 1000 point Necron army list.
And these are my exactly 1000 points of Tzeentch. Starting with my army commander, Sorcerer Lord with bolt pistol, power fist sword, displacer field, flying disc and a force rod. It's a level 4 cycle. And I've got a squad of 1000 Suns with missile launcher and 2 autocannons. I've got some demons, some flamers of Tzeentch, 6 of them. And I'm really happy that Alex gave this beautiful model to me, highly converted Chaos Space Marine Predator with a twin-linked Lascan in the turret and a Lascan in each side sponson. And these are my 1000 points.
Okay, guys, the 2 forces have deployed. There's a special rule for the Necrons. They deploy last and start first. And we have also drawn the 2 strategy cards. I've got Divine Inspiration, which is absolutely fruitless for Necrons because they never take break tests. So it doesn't matter. And Marcus got Surprise Assault, meaning that I can't run in the first turn, or vehicles cannot accelerate in the first turn. Okay, my forces have deployed as follows. The 3 Necron Warriors and 1 Scarab on the left flank, 1 Necron Lord and 3 Necron Warriors in the center of the table, and in the center right flank my 3 Necron Destroyers, the 3 remaining Scarabs, and the Necron Lord with his 5-man Necron squad. Okay.
The Tzeentch forces. I decided to put my army commander into hard cover over there at one end of the battlefield. He would be able to summon the 6 or up to 6 flamers as well. I placed the Predator rather next to him, whereas the other forces were deployed over here to the other side and they are also able to summon or to let the demons appear right next to them within 2 inches.
Okay, guys, as I mentioned before, we don't need to roll off because the Necrons will start first and we'll back at the end of the first turn of the Necrons. Okay, guys, that's the end of the movement phase of the first round of the Necrons. Once Scarab moved inside the ruins, the Necron warriors moved 4 inch in cover behind the ruins. The other Necrons moved as well 4 inch towards the enemy. The vehicle squadron of the destroyers couldn't accelerate, so they remained on slow speed and positioned themselves behind the hill with 8 inch, and the 3 remaining Scarabs fly 16 inch in cover behind the hills. Yeah, there's no shooting because either the enemy is out of range or I can't see anything. So we went on to the psychic phase. So 1 warp card is dealt to me. I can't use them because I have no Psyker, and Marcus has no warp card, so that was the psychic phase. And we'll be back at the end of the first turn of the Tzeentch Chaos Marines.
Okay, that's the end of my first movement phase. All of them ran. I thought about staying on Overwatch, but their only chance maybe would have been to hit one of the Beatles. He went on Overwatch because he's facing 3 destroyers at the moment and 3 of the Beatles, and my army commander remained on Overwatch as well. At the moment he's behind cover and should be able to get anywhere he wants to within a few couple of turns. Okay, so now it's time for our psychic phase. 1, which is a card for me.
Okay.
And I'm going to do Boon of Tzeentch, which...
Okay, that's the first force card spent, so you got 2 summoning points because he's bearing the mark of Tzeentch.
And now I've got 2 cards, and I think I'll store these 2 force cards because I've got a force rod, and therefore I'm allowed to store up to 3 cards. And that's it for the psychic phase.
And it's also the end of the first
my turn.
Okay, guys, end of the second turn of the Necrons. The Scarab and the 3 Necron warriors remained where they were, whereas the other Necron warriors, including the 2 Necron lords, ran towards the center of the battlefield. The 3 Scarabs moved behind the hill furthermore, whereas the 3 Necron destroyers went on Overwatch, just in case the Predator will move. But I think he's stationary this turn, so he can accelerate only to slow speed, so I don't think that he will turn around, but just in case, they have nothing better to do now for the moment. Okay, then there is no shooting because I can't see anything, so we can go on to the psychic phase immediately. So the 3 warp cards are dealt. Yeah, as before, the Necron player has no Psyker, so I can't do anything.
And I'll store this one as well, because it's been either a force card or a retain hand card.
Don't you play a psychic power? No. Boon of Tzeentch, maybe?
Well, to be honest, all of my psychic powers are rather short-ranged.
Yeah, but if you play Boon of Tzeentch, you would get 2 summoning points and to get 2 other force cards.
But I can't store it.
Okay, then I drop my 2 warp cards because I can't store them, and it doesn't make sense So that's the end of the second turn of the Necrons.
Okay, that's the end of my movement turn of turn 2. All of them ran once more. The opponents might get out of cover and shoot at them, but we agreed on them being behind rocks, so they are -2 to hit. I thought about letting my Predator move over there in order to shoot at least once with all 4 of his laser cannons onto the destroyers, but it would be too early to lose this one in the game. We don't have any idea where the next webway portal might be revealed. The same with my army commander. I could have moved him over there or around 24 inches, but with the only chance of using maybe one psychic power onto a single Necron model, it would be a futile case. So that's the end of my movement phase, and on we go with the psychic phase 2. One for me and one for you. Okay, now I've got another force card. I can't store it, so I'll be
Let me guess, Boon of
using
Tzeentch.
it to play Boon of Tzeentch.
Okay.
So I'll discard 1,
So that
but get another 2.
That's the next 2 summoning points. So you've got a total of 4 so far.
Yeah. That should be because I've got. Are you sure?
You play 2 force cards in total. That means the summoning points are doubled because you bear the Mark of Tzeentch.
So 8 would be sufficient for 4 out of my 6 demons. Can I do Tzeentch's Firestorm onto things I can't see?
I don't know.
Okay, let's see if it would be
in range
at all. No. So yeah, it's ugly, but I'll have to discard 2 force cards unused.
Okay, and that's the end of the
second phase.
Okay, welcome back to the end of the movement phase of the third round of the Necrons. The Scarab remained where it has been hidden. The Necron warriors went hidden as well. The Necron squad, including the Necron Lord, moved into the forest. Whereas the destroyers and the Necron warriors remained stationary and went both on Overwatch because I want to wait where the portal appears at the end of this turn to decide what to do with my troops. So it's a really quick game so far, no shooting, no hand-to-hand combat, just the next psychic phase. Okay, this time 6 warp cards are dealt in total. As before, I can't do anything except nullifying powers which Marcus probably will play. Okay, Marcus. Another Boon of Tzeentch.
Gotta read. Yeah, it's no use because I can't store cards anymore.
But you would acquire another 2 summoning points.
Maybe another. I can discard this one for sure. Maybe one more Boon of Tzeentch, but the other one is.
Okay. So you've got 6 summoning points in total.
Which would be enough for most of them, and now, yeah, I've got to discard them.
Okay. That's the end of the third turn, and we'll back at the end of the third turn of the Tzeentch Marines.
Okay, that's the end of my third movement phase. The Thousand Suns squad went on Overwatch. I think they're in a great position to cover the small Necron squad in the forest, as well as the one consisting of 3 and 1 Scarab. My army commander did a 24-inch leap charge on his monstrous fear-causing mount, the flying disc. Now he's in hot cover and he should be able to do some damage in the 4th round with his psychic powers, whereas the Predator next to him remained on Overwatch, although he can only, if they emerge from cover and are more than 10 inches, hit on the roll of a 5+. Okay, now
Once again, the psychic quiz.
5
warp cards are dealt.
Same stuff as always.
Boon of Tzeentch.
Well, he might be able to see one of them. I might try it, but it will be useless against toughness. We've got toughness 8 or... Okay, I'll try to do, although it's only for fun, I'll try to do the Firestorm of Tzeentch onto them.
Okay.
3 force cards.
3 force cards in total. So that means you have 12 summoning points. So we don't have to count anymore because you have 6 flamers, so you can summon them all or into 3 demon squads. So
I may place place the Firestorm template, which is a 2-inch template, over the target. Every model touched by the template suffers a strength 5 hit with no armor saving throw possible. Vehicles touched by the template suffer, and so on.
Okay.
Just in case I would have...
That both carabs are touched by the template?
5.
So strength 5 versus toughness 8. You
6
can't...
plus maybe. Just roll. If it's not a 6, we won't even look it up. Yeah, we've got 1 6. So
we have to check
look it up
if it does wound. I think at the back of the rulebook is a chart. At the back of the rulebook, ganz hinten. At the back of the rulebook, Markus, yeah. Strength toughness.
Okay. Strength 5
versus toughness 8
is a 6.
Okay, so 1 scarab is down. Oh no.
That is only 1 wound. If I had had 3 wounds, some horrors would have appeared.
Oh, that would be not nice. Okay, 1 scarab is down. The first casualty in the game at the end of the 3rd round.
Is it really down, or will it come back on a roll of 1?
Oh, we have to roll, yes.
Like
yeah. Put it on the back side. Okay.
This one's returning.
Any further psychic power?
Nope.
Okay, then I discard my force cards. And I think now time has come to decide where the warp portal will appear. So once again, it's
this one is nice.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
2 is over there next to my Predator, which is
interesting.
That bad for me, because my heavy weapons can cover many of your advancing groups because they're on Overwatch. He's on Overwatch, and all of them, or many of them, should be within the range of my Psyker, which will deal severe blows onto the mechanical ones, the ancient ones.
We put the warp portal into its place, and then we'll be back at the end of the 4th round of the Necrons. Okay guys, that's the end of the movement phase of the Necrons in the 4th round. So a lot of things happened this time. My 3 Necron warriors moved 4 inch to get a clear view on the hill. The Scarab, which has hidden in the ruins, flew to the hill to disrupt the Tzeentch Marines. My other Necron squad, including the Lord, moved towards the edge of the forest. The other Necron squad, including the other Lord, ran 8 inch over the hill. The one Scarab which was shot remained on its back, whereas the 3 destroyers went on combat speed 20" and positioned themselves on the right flank, so got a nice view on the Predator. And the other 2 Scarabs, one reached the Predator and one is within 6". So I think it was a good movement phase, but unfortunately Marcus will now unleash its Overwatch fire onto the rushing Necrons. Okay.
I hope I'm lucky.
We start with the Necrons on the hill. I think you want to shoot with the autocannon
onto the Scarab, which might impair my ballistic skill on all of them. So emerging from cover plus moving more than 10 inches is a -2. Normally I'd hit on a 3+, because I don't think they have targeters. So it's now a 5+ with the autocannon. No. So that's bad for them, because now I think most of them
within 6 inches.
All of them are within 6 inches. So the bolt pistol guy onto one of them with an additional -1 is only on 4+. Yep, strength toughness 5+.
Yeah, it's a 6.
Okay, and now you've got a 3+ armor save. Yep.
Yep.
And the next one, the autocannon on a 4+. Yep. One sustain fire dice. One of them, strength toughness 2+. 8 versus somewhat, you're lucky. And the missile launcher on a 4+. Craig, yeah, strength toughness. Yep. So one of them is dead.
No armor save? Oh, it's not dead. He's on his back.
I think it's -6. So. Okay. And so he's already unsuccessfully tried to kill the small metallic bugger. So these 2 are left, and they're going to shoot onto them with -2 for being in cover, and
-3 for the Scarab.
For the Scarab.
So it's a 6+ to hit.
Both of them on the 6+. No.
Okay, and on to the Predator.
So this one is going to hit one of them with a -2, so it's on a roll of 5+. No. The turret is going to hit one of them on the roll of a 5+. No. And the side sponson is going to hit one of them on a roll of a 5+ as well. Yep. Strength 9, whether somewhat is 3. No, I'm
Oh, Marcus.
unlucky.
That was not good shooting from the Predator. Okay, that was your shooting, your Overwatch phase.
So now my
shooting phase. Okay, the 2 remaining Necron warriors tried to hit the 1,000 Suns in the hills. They got a -2 to hit modifier, so they will hit on a 5+ with their Gauss flares. Yeah. Okay, 5+ to hit. No. Okay. All the other troops have ran. So the only troops able to shoot are the 3 Necron destroyers, which will use their Gauss cannon. And they will hit on they have a ballistic skill of 4, so they will hit on a 3+. So 3 times. That means 2 hits. Where do they hit? So that's a 2 and a 6.
2 is hull and 6 is turret.
Okay, but you have to deduct a -3 for the Scarab, which has landed on the Predator for the armor penetration roll. So unfortunately the Gauss cannon has not such a good armor penetration. It's 2d6 plus 6.
Yeah, that's
but
great.
for a 6 I can roll an additional d6. So let's start with the hull.
Yeah. The 2 you rolled was hull. The 6 you rolled was turret.
Okay, hull.
The hull is now reduced by 3 to 17, so it means 18 the way we play it.
Okay. So I need 2 6s.
And then you get another 6. Yeah, no. You get another 6 because you rolled a 6.
Yep. So that means that's a total of
Not
15,
enough,
not
yeah.
enough. Okay, and then the turret.
Is 22 minus 3 is 19.
Oh, another 6.
Yeah.
So that means it's 16.
No.
Not enough. Okay. They didn't harm the predator at all, and that was the end of the shooting phase. And now we start the psychic phase. So that's 6 warp cards in total. That's really a lot. That's not good for me, I think. Unless I got 3 nullifiers.
Oh, energy drain.
I can't play energy drain.
Okay, which would remove more. Yeah, but I think now I'm able to do some great stuff.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to Boon of Tzeentch. First 1 force card and gain another 2. And then I'd like to do
The tension is rising.
yeah.
What will the Tzeentch Psyker do?
This one is too short ranged. Thinking about Pink Fire of Tzeentch, but I think one which might really harm at least one of them might be Bolt of Change. Okay, I'll use 2 force cards.
Okay, I try to
Use demonic attack.
demonic attack.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's
So
automatically
the
nullified.
Power is nullified, and you have to roll a d6. So you add your mastery level, so it's
Which is
6
4.
minus 2 for the force cut, so it's 4. So you fight off the demon.
Yeah, nothing will happen.
Okay. Your next psychic
With
power.
high level cycles, it's only on a roll of a 1. You might. Okay, so no. That's the end of the 4th movement phase of the Forces of Tzeentch. They remained where they were in order to be able to shoot. My army commander charged 1 of the scarabs, and my predator will hopefully succeed in killing some of the destroyers on their way to the webway portal. Let's start with shooting. This one will use his bolt pistol with a -1 because of the scarab, which is now 4+. No. The autocannon on a 4+. No. And the missile launch on a 4+. No, it's really bad luck. All of it because of the little mechanic bugger. And he's going to target them as well. The autocannon on a 4+. Yep.
Yeah, this time it hits.
At the end, 2 hits
on
one
each
of them, 2+. 8 versus 5. No 1, so both of them would be dead if they don't manage -3 or 4. So they've got a 2+.
Armor
really
save.
Lucky and blessed with mechanical fortitude, but now they suffer autocan a -3. So now
2 5+ armor saves. Yeah.
You're lucky. Both of them.
Both saved. Incredible. Incredible.
And then I've got 2 guys left, and I think they try to hit them inside the forest. It's a -2, so it's on a 5+. One of them, strength toughness 5+. No. Completely futile. Yeah.
Okay, and on to your predator.
This one has got
2 scarabs on him.
4,
so -2.
3+, 4+, 5+.
And they moved 20 inch.
So it's a 6. No.
No.
And then the twin less cannon onto this one on the roll of a 5.
No.
No. And the one over there onto one of them. They didn't emerge from cover, move or stuff like that.
No.
No. So normally it's on a 3+, but it's because of the scraps. Yeah.
They're quite annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to kill them at the end. Now we've got a roll
Hand-to-hand
for
combat.
this. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 dice for me.
Oh.
And I can make you parry because of the force rod. Can you please re-roll?
Force rod. Can you parry with the force rod?
Can't you re-roll with staffs? Okay, then let's leave it.
I think it's only
I've got
with
6
swords.
plus 7 is 13. 14 charging is 15.
I've got 7.
Okay.
That means 8 hits.
8 hits with strength 5 plus psi level 4.
Yeah, we don't know how to play this because in the White Dwarfs, in which the Necron army list were published, it means that in hand-to-hand combat only you can use your strength of the model, but the force rod is some kind of psychic weapon, so
it gets the normal strength plus 1 for every psychic level you've got. So let's just roll. In case we've got 8 ones.
So that means 2 hits?
Yeah.
2 wounds?
So, yeah, well, technically 9 versus 8 would be all of them anyway. But you don't have any... Have you got any armor save?
Yeah, my normal armor save, but...
Okay.
No. Okay.
So, this one shall be turned around onto its back. And I'm going to do a follow-up onto this one.
Okay, to such a large follow-up move?
It's just 2 inches.
Okay. Okay. That's the end of the shooting phase, onto the psychic phase.
So, 1 dice. 4. And, oh, that's great. I'm going to play Boon of Tzeentch.
Okay, anything else?
Well, to be honest. Okay. I'll try and do the pink fire of Tzeentch onto this one. And it'll be hit by a strength 4 plus d6 roll.
Okay, how many force cards do you use?
1.
Okay.
First model in its path. So it's d6 plus 4. So for 6, yeah. So strength 10 hit. Strength toughness 3. It's enough. Huh? So this one
is turned to the side as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at the moment there are no more active Necron units within 6 inches of my predator.
Okay.
And that's the end of our turn.
That's the end of the 5th turn of the Necrons. The 2 squads, including 1 Necron Lord, ran towards the hill to disrupt the Thousand Suns in shooting. So they are a little bit disrupted by the charging Necrons. On the other hand, a good news and a bad news. One Scarab died for good, whereas the other managed to build back again. And as you can see, immediately it swapped towards the Predator. The Necrons ran, so they can't shoot. The 3 Necron Destroyers went on combat speed, flew 11 inch, and try now to shoot at the army commander.
Let's say -1 because of moving from here to there.
Okay, they will hit on 3+ then.
Yeah.
And
So
only one
hit.
hits.
Strength, toughness.
Yeah. Toughness?
I've got toughness 5.
5.
Yeah.
Krass. Okay, I've got a strength 6, so 3+ to wound. Yes.
You did it. So you've got probably a
-3 save modifier, so you have a 6+ power armor save.
Power armor.
No. And then you have.
I've got a 3+ displacer field.
No. Oh.
So he'll get
D6 wounds. So
D6 wounds. Yeah.
How many wounds does he have? 4 or 3?
Only 4.
Only. Okay, a decisive roll for this game, I think, because when the army commander dies, he cannot summon the flamers at this point. Okay, come on. Ooh, 3 wounds.
So he's got 3 wounds.
Almost dead. Yeah, that was not very fortunate because he survived. It would be very good.
But I'm not so sure about summoning because there's another unit which has the mark of Tzeentch.
Yeah, sure, you can summon, but on the other side of the battlefield. Okay, 3 wounds for the sorcerer lot. And that was the end of the shooting phase. There is no hand-to-hand combat, so we went on to the psychic phase.
Yeah.
So, 6, that's not good for me.
6, that's
So
great
6
for
swap.
me.
6 swap cards, please.
It's your 5th turn.
Okay, let's see. Hopefully 3 nullifiers would be very nice. Okay, Marcus.
Going to do Boom of Tzeentch.
That's a really good psychic power, I think, because you have to think if you nullify it, but otherwise you got another 2 warp cards. Okay.
So I'm going to use my 2 force cards onto the Bolt of Change, onto this one.
Okay. How does it work?
The Chaos Magus summons a bolt of raw magical power and hurls it up to 12 inches, striking the first model in its path. The victim must roll equal to blah blah blah, but it's a vehicle. In a matter of moments, the psychic power is spent, leaving nothing but a pile of indescribable slime. Armor does not protect against the Bolt of Change. Vehicles suffer a randomly allocated hit with an armor penetration value of 3d6 plus 6. So, randomly allocated means...
But there's only one.
It's on 3.
It's a destroyer, yes?
So it's 3d6 plus 6.
Okay. Yeah, okay, you're through. So please roll on a damage chart.
1, which is probably
the Gauss cannon is destroyed and can no longer be used.
So this one is basically
no, but it's...
So it's just the gun. And then we'll play... Got 1 left, 2 left. Yeah. Let's do the Pink Fire of Tzeentch, another great one. Yeah, I like very much. It's onto this one. It's d6 plus 4 damage. Strength 4 plus d6.
How many warp cards?
It's just a single one.
Well, you have to play it, please.
So.
And have you played your warp cards for the Bolt of Tzeentch? But there are 2 for the Bolt of Tzeentch.
Bolt of Change is 2.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
And then you need 1 for the Pink Fire of
Yeah.
Tzeentch.
haven't I discarded yet?
I don't know, Marcus.
Okay. Then it's D6 plus 4 onto the little scarab. The strength 7, I'm unlucky. Strength 7 versus toughness 8 is on a roll of 5 plus. Yep, I'm lucky. So it should be
Okay, we'll back at
out
the
of
end
action.
of
Yeah.
the next turn.
Because of being unsure which force cards were played together with the psychic powers, we undid the last one, the Pink Fire of Tzeentch, which would have resulted in one of the scarabs being dead or dead for unsure for the moment.
Okay, we'll back at the end of the 5th round of the Tzeentch forces.
Okay, that's the end of my 5th movement phase. They remained where they were in order to be able to shoot. Let's start with the one with the bolt gun. It'll hit. It should hit on a 3 plus modified.
Bolt pistol, maybe.
Bolt pistol
You
is 2
receive
plus,
+2.
but it's -1 because of the little bugger over there. Yeah. So it's 3 plus, 1 plus, 2 plus. Yep. Strength toughness 5 plus. No. And I've got an autocannon. Nope. And a missile launcher. No. And we've got 2 normal bolt guns onto bolt pistols onto them. They might be within 8 inches. So they've got +2 -1 is 2 plus. Both of them, and now it's 5 plus. The important roll now for them.
They're really tough, those Necrons.
And my autocannon. No plus for short range, but another -1 for the scarab on a 5 for sure. None of them.
Okay, that's
unlucky.
1,000 suns.
Okay, now I've got my army commander onto this one to hit on a 2
With a
plus.
bolt pistol.
Yep.
Yeah. Where do you hit?
Hope or not.
It's a destroyer, so it doesn't make sense with an armor value of 12. So you won't penetrate the armor.
And
the
I've
tank.
got the side sponson mounted less cannon onto this one.
No.
4, normally on a 3 plus, but it's
Due to the scarab
-1 because of the scarab and
combat speed movement.
more than 1. And the
turret?
twin linked onto this one.
Yeah.
No. And this one onto one of them. No.
No.
Yeah, it's really
That
bad
was
luck.
lucky.
It's the end of a
Okay,
miserable
now
5th shooting phase. So let's go on with
Hand-to-hand
psychic
combat.
powers.
So
There
5.
is no hand-to-hand
No,
combat.
so 5 orb cards are dealt. No, you have already rolled. So 5, the first one to you, because it's your turn. Oh my god, I've got a nullifier. Let me guess, Boon of Tzeentch.
Yeah, I'm going to use it with this force card.
Okay, 1 force card, and you got 2
Another 2.
warp cards.
So, okay, let's do two force cards for Bolt of Change onto this one.
Okay, I tried to nullify it.
On the roll of a 5 because you don't have a psycho.
No. Okay.
Okay, it's 3d6 plus 6.
Oh, that's not enough.
It's
It's only 10.
10.
No, doesn't penetrate the armor.
And then I'm going to play. Let's take this one once more. It's Pink Fire of Tzeentch.
1 force card. Okay, onto the scarab or the.
It's onto the scarab.
Okay.
It's D6 plus 4 strength hit. So it's strength 8
versus toughness 8. Is 4 plus to wound.
Yep, this time it's gone.
I think I have no armor save, the 2 plus.
No, it's on strength 8, it's -5 at least. No.
Okay, it's on the back
so
again.
This one is gone. And then I'm going to use Ultimate Force on Tzeentch's Firestorm.
Okay.
Let's place the 2-inch template over there, so at least 3 of them, or at least 2 of them, should be within 2 inches.
Okay, let's say 2 of them.
Covered. Yeah.
2 of them are covered.
And all of them get a strength 5 hit without any armor saves.
A toughness 5 means 4 plus to wound 2 times.
Yeah, and if I... So let's say 3. Or just to hit 2 on a roll of 4 plus. Yeah,
okay, one is down.
So 2 to get a strength 5 hit. No, none of them.
Oh, none of them, okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, they
might
would
be
have created a pink aura
God.
for every wound. Yeah.
Okay. That was the psychic phase. You played all your psychic powers this time.
All beside 1.
I suppose that you want to summon your demons now, because it's the 5th round, and if you liked them to count for the mission objectives, they have to come in the 5th round.
But we'll leave some of them.
So you have to put them within 2 inch or 3 inch of the cycle.
This side of the webway portal.
They're fantastic models, those old flamers. Okay, very good. Okay, that's the end of the 5th turn, and we'll back at the end of the last turn of the Necrons. The last round of the Necrons. Those 2 squads moved 4 inch toward the Thousand Suns in the hills and are now trying to shoot at them. Whereas as last time, there's a lot of crowd within the warp portal, and we'll figure out what happens here next. Okay, let's start with shooting here.
Yeah.
So there are 5 Necron warriors, which hit
+1 for short distance,
3 plus,
and -1,
-2 for the hard cover.
So it's -1.
So it's -1, so they will hit on a 4 plus. So 2 hits. They've got a strength of 4 versus toughness 4 is 4 plus to wound. So 1 wound with a -2 save modifier.
So it's 5 plus. Yep.
Okay, they're saved. And the Necron Lord, which uses his Staff of Light, which gains also a +1 to hit, so he will also hit on a 3 plus. Yeah. Tzeentch 5 versus toughness 4 is 3 plus to wound. Yes. And it's a -2 save modifier.
So
1,000 sound is dead. Okay. Okay, on to this mess. Okay, the 1 Necron Destroyer decelerated to slow speed and moved towards the mission objective, but can't shoot because his Gauss cannon was destroyed. The 2 other destroyers went also on slow speed and are trying to shoot at the
Predator?
No, at the army commander.
Okay.
Of course, because he has already 3 wounds and maybe I hit him.
Yeah.
So they will hit on a 2 plus this time. Oh, only 1 hit.
Strength toughness?
Yeah, it's strength 6 versus toughness 5 is 3 plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and you've got
-3 save modifier, 6 plus armor save.
No. So now I've got this Blizzard field. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm
Then
going
please
to this
displace. Okay,
3 inches
away. But it doesn't matter because you got the
got the
last
last
turn.
round.
That's very
Yeah.
good for you. Don't forget your 3 wounds, please. Maybe 1 destroyer.
Yeah. And one of them is incapable. What about the other one?
The other one, we forgot to mention, they went back to life and flew onto the Predator.
Okay.
And now we've got the Necron Warriors and the Necron Lord, which will shoot at the closest target, and that's the Flamers.
So you've got 5
So
of
that's
them.
5 of them.
Lord.
Yeah. Okay, 5 of them will hit on a 2+ at the short range.
Yeah.
Oh.
Only 2 of them. And then we've got strength somewhat versus toughness 3.
Okay, 3
Is
plus
3
2
plus.
wound. Oh,
1.
only 1
And
wounded.
then I've got a demonic save on a 4+. No.
Okay. Then one
One of them
flamer
is
is dead.
Yeah.
And then we have the Necron Lord. Oh, he missed also. That was a very good shooting phase. That's an obvious drawback of the Necrons because they don't have any weapons with sustained fire, so they have only 1 shot for each weapon, and they don't have much output. It doesn't matter so much against armies like the Thousand Suns, which don't have many models, but I think they would struggle to harm orcs or Necrons because of the many models they have. Turrets, yes. Okay, that's the last turn. And now the psychic phase of the Necrons. So 4 warp cards are dealt. Okay, and it's Marcus' turn because I've got no
Time to
Tiger.
play 1 force card.
Boon of Tzeentch,
Yep.
I suppose. Okay. Do you play another psychic power?
Yeah. No, I'm going to store it.
Okay. Then that's the end of the 6th round of the Necrons, and we'll back at the end of the game.
Okay, that's the end of my 6th turn of movement. And in the end, I decide to have these soulless Thousand Suns Brethren charge their ancient opponents. Yeah? This one with a heavy weapon, the auto can only get a -1 for carrying a heavy weapon, charge the Scarab. They failed to get one of their ancient opponents, whereas these 2 succeeded in getting one of them. My Predator moved within 3 inches of the webway portal, so that his 270 somewhat points count, or 225 points count, and it'll still be able to shoot at them, maybe, succeeding in exploding some of them, killing myself.
Killing one.
Yeah, it's Warhammer 40k.
Okay.
And my army commander moved over there.
And charged.
I think in case of a blow, he might be blown out of the 3 inches of the webway portal, which he's in now because of his displacer field.
Okay, onto the shooting.
Yeah. What happens? So,
your tank.
Shooting, there's no shooting left.
Your tank.
It's only the tank, I think, and my demons.
Okay, the tank will receive -1 to hit due to the Scarab.
Attached to him.
I think.
Attached to it. So it's 4+.
I think the destroyers are more than 6 inches away, so...
Okay, so on a 4 or 5? Just roll. Yeah, so 6. So this one has got a 3d6 plus 9 less cannon hit.
But you have to roll where it hits first. Maybe it hits the...
4.
Okay, but you... Okay.
Yeah. 4 and somewhat.
What happens?
Maybe nothing.
Okay, the Gauss gun is destroyed.
Yeah. And the twin linked.
Onto the next destroyer.
I don't think it did.
No.
Yeah. And
the last
this one,
can...
not at all. Because it's attached to the other side.
It's directly in front of the flamer.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Flamers.
5 flamers. with a ballistic skill of 5, so they should hit on 2.
But it depends because they got -1 for each Necron within 6 inch, so maybe
Okay, so it's a
maybe on a 6.
okay.
Because -1,
One,
-2,
two,
-3, and so
4,
on.
5, 6, 7.
Let's say
8,
they hit on
9.
a 6.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 hits.
And there are D6 strength 3 hits.
Okay, 2
for
times.
each. Yeah.
Oh,
12.
12 hits in total.
I go and get and grab some dice.
But they only have a Tzeentch 3
Three.
versus toughness 5, so it means they need a 6+ to wound. So 12 dice in total.
And there's no -1, so you've got 2 plus armor saves left for each 6. No, it's just a single 6.
Okay, 1 6.
Yeah.
And then 1 armor save. Yes.
You're fine.
Okay, that was the shooting.
Well, on we go with the close combat.
Yeah.
Before the psychic phase.
That's
Let's
the
do the
army.
one over here.
Okay, you want to start with 1,000 Suns over there? Okay. That one brave Necron warrior.
The brave 1,000 Sun without anything. Just bull pistol and maybe bolt gun.
Okay, I've got 1
weapons-
attack dice.
Weapon skill 4.
So I've got a 4.
I've got 6 and 4 is
plus
10.
4. I've got 8.
And 1 is 11, charging 12.
I've got 8.
So I've got 4 hits.
4
with
hits.
Strength 4.
Versus
toughness 5.
means 5+ to wound.
Just a single one.
Okay.
And 3+ save for you. Yeah,
Yeah.
he survived.
Okay. The second 1,000 Sun.
Okay. I'm lucky this.
Oh.
Okay. He's a second and he's got swords, stuff like that. No 1. Okay.
I've got 5.
6 plus 4 is 10, charging 11, being the second is 12, 1 is 13.
Okay, I've got 5, so that means 8 hits.
But I don't have the strength 5.
No, you got the strength
Yeah.
4 of your characteristic.
Okay,
So 8
5.
strength 4 hits versus toughness 5 means 8
8?
times.
Are you sure? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
8 times
7,
5 plus.
8.
So that means 2 wounds. That means 2 armor saves.
That's -1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really tough.
Tough guy. Okay, then it's
Very
Carib.
Yeah, this one is ridiculous. Because
Okay, I've got 1 attack die. Ooh.
and I've got -1. Yeah. I've got 5, charging 6, and let's say they equal each
Yeah.
other.
So I've got 2. So I've got 4 hits.
Yeah.
Tzeentch 4 versus toughness 8. I
Only
don't
case
know
of
if you
6.
can wound him at all.
No 6, so
No.
that's it.
Okay. Then on to the last close combat. Do you fight against the Necron warrior or
No, it's okay.
versus
Yeah.
the destroyer?
Just destroyer, the one without the cannon. I've got weapon skill 7, I charged, and I've got 4 attack dice. I've got a
I don't
power
know.
fist and a sword.
Did that 1 attack? Because it's a skimmer and you're
Yeah.
also flying.
Okay.
So you can choose a random hit location, but it's only 1 location.
Yeah.
So you have to roll the armor penetration for the destroyer.
Yeah. So what is it in case of a 4?
I don't know which close combat weapon do you use.
The power fist.
I think you will penetrate the armor of the destroyer.
Okay.
Because it's not a close combat against a Necron warrior, so I don't think you
So
use your
normally-
normal strength.
Normally you have to fight exposed crew.
Okay. Okay, then you fight
Yeah.
exposed crew, then you have rolled a 4.
Yeah.
Then
And
I have
got-
1 attack dice. Okay, I've got a weapon skill of 4 plus 1 is 5.
But that doesn't matter because there's only a single hit dealt. In case
Okay,
of,
you won the close
yeah.
combat, so 1 hit is dealt.
So it's strength
Strength
toughness 2 plus. Yeah.
No, you have Tzeentch 4.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
you fight
with
with
the
the
force staff.
force rod. Okay. Then you've penetrated the armor. Do I have an armor save?
Yeah, it's at -5.
I don't
No.
don't have one. Okay, then the Necron
Will go out of control probably and
but normally it goes out of control in my next turn. So,
Yeah.
but there is no next turn.
So all we've got left is the psychic phase.
So 3 force cards or warp cards. Okay.
Yeah, let's do Boon of Tzeentch first. I hope I'll get another 2 force cards.
Okay.
Okay, first one I'm going to play is Pink Fire of Tzeentch, which results in 1 model in my path getting a strength 4 plus d6 hit.
Okay, it's the first Necron warrior. Okay.
So it's a strength 6 hit
Versus toughness 5 with 3 plus 2 wound.
Yep.
Yeah. Do we have an armor
You've
save
got a
for the psychic power? Or?
Yeah. Normally it should be.
Okay.
No, it doesn't say anything about not. No.
Yeah.
3, yeah, maybe 2, 3, 4. Yeah, why not?
Okay, it's saved.
So it's safe. And the next one I'm going to play is Boot of Change. And
how many
this
force
time
cards?
it's onto this model.
Force cards?
2 force cards.
Okay, I try to nullify this one. On a 5 plus. No.
No.
Okay.
Armor does not protect against the Bolt of Change. Vehicles suffer randomly occurring armor penetration.
3d6 plus 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Plus 6.
Okay, onto this one.
Onto one of them, yeah. Okay.
First of all, it's a randomly allocated location.
There's only one location.
Okay. We've got 3 dice.
Yeah.
Not that lucky.
6 plus 6 is 12. Not the one we played because we need 13.
Okay. So they will survive.
Okay. That's the end of the game.
Yeah.
And I think it's obvious that the forces of Tzeentch have won this game because they have the Predator, the Army Commander, and the Flamers surrounding the mission objective, whereas the Necrons only have their maybe 2 destroyers and 5 Necron Warriors and the Army Commander, which are much less points than the forces of Tzeentch have around the mission objective. So congratulations, Marcos.
Thank you.
So as last game, again, the forces of Chaos have prevailed and went on to the semifinal. So we have 2 Chaos armies for the semifinal, the forces of Nurgle and the forces of Tzeentch, as well as the Elder and the Tyranids.